All right, so now we're going to go over ergonomics of the guns. For you, those of you that don't, that are new to the to that term, ergonomics is the ease of use, or the ability to operate the firearm easily, concisely, and quickly, without a lot of extra shuffling and hand motion.
The 870, it's maybe a 5 on ergonomics scale. It's got good safety placement. You can operate it with the trigger finger.
Never having to leave the firing position, so go ahead and get in the firing position with the weapon. Operate the safety. Right in. Not a lot of action there. How about the slide release?
Slide release on this gun is very poor. I think it's poor placement. Some people may disagree with me, but you have to take your hand off out of position to operate it.
Once again, this being more of a hunting firearm, you're going to have a variety of situations where you may not necessarily want your finger on the trigger, or have the ability to have your finger near the trigger while operating the slide. So
the comb on this gun stock is very it's sort of very mild. It doesn't give a lot of cant to it. It's kind of straight, kind of thin. I can almost wrap my whole finger around it. Well, I have.
And for some shooters, that'll be extremely comfortable.
For some, it's it's okay.
It's going to jack your hand though, a little bit.
These loading ramps, they're nice. Some people love them. Some people hate them. The problem I have with them is gloves. It's very easy to get your glove caught in there.
Actually, I have a glove on right now. If you want to do this, if I'm loading shotgun shells, go ahead and take the camera. Now, if I'm loading a shell, can you get that? You got to push through it like that, and then put it up. Now, that being said, you can see it caught my glove there a little bit. This is just a cotton glove. If it was anything more substantial, like my leather gloves over there, then my finger's in there. What do? You're caught. You're dead. Most shotguns are fairly uniform in their ejection here. There's just a little. Can you see that on the screen there, Kyle? Just a little flange there. You just push it in. The shell should pop out. What's wrong with your Remington?
Here, take it.
There we go. Once again, going back to this right here, I didn't have that pushed down when I did that. When it's not pushed down properly, it gets caught. See, it's caught, jammed, gun jammed, dead. Now, if I push it back up in there, speak to your Remington use all the way down. So, as you can tell, I'm not a fan of the lip. Not my thing. It has its uses, but
the ergonomics of Mossberg. This thing is an ergonomics dream. Your hand never to use the weapon. Your hand doesn't even have to leave the trigger. I mean,
do it in order. Do safety first.
Safety is it's a thumb safety. It's a great position.
Never leaving the firing position. Go ahead in the firing position. Operate the safety. Put it back down. Boom. Done. Ready to go.
The slide release is also in a great position. It's right there,
underneath of your underneath of your middle finger.
All you got to do is just press it. I mean, it's amazing. The stocks on this gun. It has a very grippy type stock to it.
Grippy. That's a technical term.
I mean, it's easy to get a hold of.
It bites well. It bites well.
The problem with this gun, as compared to the Remington, though, is when you look at the two guns side by side, the Remington slide does come back a little further. So for a shorter arm shooter, the Remington allows you to grip it back here, as opposed to stretching out for the Mossberg stock.
Compare the checkering of the two guns.
The checkering
back here, that is, on your shooting hand. checkering here.
The Remington has a real traditional checkering pattern, sort of a...
Bites real well. You know, my hand's not slipping on there very much.
But the speed feed stocks on the Mossberg have sort of a cobblestone texture, which bites into gloves well and wet hands.
This, not so much. If I had wet hands, you know, that would not be, or leather gloves, maybe not so good. This, on the other hand, pretty good.
Another feature that kind of ties into ergonomics is slings. Now, this gun comes with sling mounts. So does the Benelli. The Remington, if you want a sling on it, you need to buy the kit from Remington. It's about $34. Comes with a replacement head cap.
Replacement head cap
with a swivel stud on it, and it comes with the epoxy and the stud to put back here. Real good ergonomics. It's nowhere near the ergonomics in stock wise as the Benelli. The Benelli probably has the best stocks, but then again it shares that poor slide release placement with the Remington. But it does have a better safety button placement than the Remington. It's right there. You know, you
don't have to stretch to reach it. It's right there. You can operate it from the firing position in and out. Real nice. It also shares the ramp on the bottom, although it is much improved design from the Remington ramp.
When loading the Benelli, you can actually push the ramp and it will stay, which makes it, you know, very nice.
As opposed to the Remington, if you take this down here and it bounces.
It makes this gun load comparable to the 590.
But still have the added reliability of the ramp. Without catching your glove.
The pistol grip stock on the Benelli,
it's got a rubber coating.
Makes it very good on recoil, makes it very good on handling. The full length slide cover is just absolutely amazing. Any person with any sized hands can use this anywhere they want. You know, it's fully textured. It's textured like the Mossbergs. It's non-slip, and also the Benelli.
For the ejection, you noticed earlier we were having a problem with the ejection on the Remington.
It has a button that you can push to stop the flow of new shells into the chamber. So if you wanted to eject one to cross a fence, or say you were ejecting one, you had a load of buckshot and you needed to take a shot with a slug, you just push in that button and eject what's in the chamber and throw a slug up in there and close it.
So why don't we demonstrate that real quick? Actually, we got some shells laying around, right? You got 2 shells? Yeah, there's some. So put one in the tube and then put another one in the breech. Here, you want me to demonstrate it since I've used it more?
I can do it. I can do it.
Okay.
So we're going to replace the shell in the breech with this shell. You just did a swap for ammunition.
Now, keep that button pressed and work the slide. Just keep working it.
I'd have to put another shell in for that.
Nothing.
Now, if you release the button, it just goes back to normal.
This is innovative. Works really good. Standard stock that has some recoil reduction properties in the stock. You can also purchase a what's called the Comfort Tech stock, which has added. It actually has chunks cut out of the stock in a pattern, and there are rubber inserts inserted all the way through the barrel, and you can see them coming on both sides all the way down the barrel. That also added
stock.
Hmm?
Down the stock.
Down. What did I say?
Barrel.
Oh, sorry, not the barrel. The stock.